can stay right here, we will play until somehow you can find a slightly different frame of mind. Right here in my arms, away from all harm, you'll be safe from all the flares, although I know you don't care. You can lift your head up to the sky, take a deeper breath and give it time. You can walk the path along the lines with your shattered frame of mind. Or instead you could always stay. We can wait right here and play until somehow you can find a slightly better frame of mind. When they say you will fall, you can reach nothing at all. Hide your tracks beneath the rind of a different frame of mind. Is that what you heard? Broken words in the dirt, yelling up into the sun. Here we come, here we come. Here we come, here we come. Here we come, here we You can lift your head up to the sky, take a deeper breath and give it time. You can walk the path among the lines with your shattered frame of mind. Or instead you could always stay. We can wait right here and play until somehow you can find a slightly better frame of mind. You can lift your head up to the sky, take a deeper breath and give it time. You can walk the path along the lines with your shattered frame of mind. Or instead you could always stay. We can wait right here and play until somehow you can find a slightly better frame of mind. And when the light comes through, when that day isn't you, then it will be time for a new frame of mind. When all eyes are on you, you will know what to do, since you have found your new frame of mind. When you lift your head up to the sky, take a deeper breath and give it time. You can walk the path among the lines, but always know that you'll be safe. I'll be here throughout your days. Come find me and we will play.
Push catwalk maybe?
Yeah, I'm here. Really?
Red nest.
Aren't we still waiting on
watch
one more
out.
person?
I don't think so.
Because I only see
Say Ben.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Well, ladies, if you are out there, by the way. Anyway,
I'm single.
I'm not single. Thank you very
Ah.
much. To season 5, week 7 of the Prophecy Cup. Tonight, we got the Hashslinging Slashers versus Spell It Chat. I think Hash still looking for that last playoff spot, while Spell It Chat's sitting pretty at first place, right?
Yep. Spell Chat are still undefeated. They haven't lost a match yet. Meanwhile, Hashslinging Slashers, their revamped roster is looking to make a push to playoffs. They just got a new jungler. They pretty much have a whole new roster as of a few weeks ago, and they're looking pretty strong with their very high level 80 carry play, as well as solid performances all around. So they're looking to make that push for 6th seed.
Well, there you go. So, higher stakes for Hash than it is for Spell It Chat here, although I'm 100% certain Spell It Chat doesn't want to lose that nice, pretty, perfect record of theirs.
Yeah, because Vortex and Godboy are right behind them in the standings, and they don't want to have any chance of losing that first seed because you get side selection throughout the whole playoffs with first seed, and that makes drafting a lot easier. And Hashslinging Slashers basically need to win out to make playoffs, and this is their beginning, basically.
Yeah, I think one of their other shots is against Jabezus, isn't it?
Yep, it's going to be the last week of the season, so could be some playoff implications, make or break in that one.
Well, that sounds pretty spicy. But that's them. This is now. Hash looking to pick up that W. Spell Chat looking to defend their pristine condition of undefeatedness, so to speak.
When kids play shit objectively, I don't know how to play.
What do you think we're going to see here? I think the patch was like, what, last week?
Yeah, the patch was last week, and so no patch this week. 8.14 didn't do a lot, honestly. Maybe we'll see Vel'Koz play, but I don't know if either of them play Vel'Koz. I think Little Groot is just gonna stick with his long-range hyperscaling champions like Caitlyn and Tristana. That's what he excels at. I don't know if we'll actually see mages. Maybe Asterisk will play some mages. I saw him in solo queue. He's playing some mage champions, so maybe he'll play that.
Okay.
But if you're Hashslinging Slashes, you probably want to look for to exploit the bot lane because it's just such a big advantage. You want to play around that.
Yeah, and Freshberg is a tank-only player, right? Right. Okay.
Lol.
I love you, Freshberger. Don't hurt me, please. Werepack is dead. He isn't responding.
Tragedy has struck.
That is really bad, isn't it? I mean, Werepack did say he was sleepy earlier. Maybe he fell asleep at his monitor.
Yeah, possibly. His microphone's broken.
Well, that is unfortunate.
A little bit. But they don't care. They're gonna start the draft up. Game 1, week 8.
You know, probably better that you don't hear Werepack at all. I'm just kidding. I don't know what Werepack sounds like, so.
He doesn't communicate. He doesn't like. He's not the loudest person, so he's generally a very quiet guy.
Gotcha.
In comms. I would want to say.
The first first 3 bands now. You can see Hash targeting the jungle pool with the Kindred and the Graves ban, whereas Spell It Chat throwing a ban Puff Nasty's way, maybe.
Yeah, they're banning the Lulu. It's seen a lot of play from him, from Puff Nasty, and it's something that'll enable Little Groot to just 1v9 every game if they don't shut them down bot. So,
yeah.
Solid ban. And also on the other side, we're looking at a big jungle priority in the bans here, and a Kai'Sa ban. These are interesting bans. I kind of think, like, if you're Little Groot, you can, like, just abuse this Kai'Sa in lane. And if you're Astrus and Yangsu, you should, like, if you're banning out supports, you should also ban out the 80 carries that they get buffed by, because they're not as strong without the hyper support, or the utility support, really.
Okay, so there's the Zoe final ban from Spell It Chat.
First picking Darius? Wait a minute.
That's not just the first pick. That's an insta-lock, man. Freshberger was like, I'm going for the Darius, baby. Let's do it. But
He wants to cut down Reinhard von Musel in the top lane. Also, by the way, substitute player for the team.
Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, pick is going to be Yorick. Wow. That's interesting, gotta say. Not that I think that Yorick is a bad pick, but I have PTSD.
First
playing Yorick
rotation,
into
Darius and Yorick.
Like, I'm kind of shocked, to say the very least.
Yeah, and they're giving up Braum over to Yangsu. It's something that he's played on like almost every game.
Yeah.
He's their weakest player. He's the lowest rated player in the league. And just putting him on a safe champion that it's hard to mess up one.
At silver 2.
Yeah.
It's fine, Yangsu. I'm silver 2 also. I believe in you. But as you can see, Orianna for Hydon Blade, Caitlyn for Little Groot. As you said, get those long-range hyper-scaling ADs onto Little Groot, and he can do well with it.
Yeah, and just blind picking that champion's pretty good for him. As long as Asterisk doesn't have some crazy counter pick or some mage laner that can bully him, they're gonna go with the Xin Xiao, so it's interesting. Pretty strong picks overall for everyone.
Hash is griefing in draft, says DTS.
The blind picking the AD carry and mid laner is quite interesting, as well as insta-locking Darius first.
Darius.
It's an interesting draft. I'm surprised that after banning 2 junglers, they wouldn't prioritize picking another jungler. And so now they're going to be resorted to probably the 6th best jungle champion.
I mean, what are you talking about? It's the legendary Meteos Jungle Orianna.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Did he even play that champion before?
He said he played it in normals.
Oh. Nice. And yeah, it's like, what other junglers are up? I guess Nocturne's a thing. You can pick the Nocturne. You can play it. Yeah, you can play it with Orianna. It's pretty good synergy. Can dive with the shields.
Hey, isn't Gragas getting higher up in priority too, as a jungler? Or is
Yeah, Gragas is like super good. He's flexible. Can be played in both lanes, and it looks like Spell at Chat are gonna look for an aggressive bottom lane here with the Lucian pick. Potentially.
Lucian, just a really strong combo.
Oh, they're gonna change it to the Jhin.
The Jhin instead.
I like that. I think it's a good pick. I think Jhin moves insanely quickly. Like Darius will never be able to catch him. Caitlyn's.
I mean, have you seen the fast video?
I have, yes. But on this patch, you don't need to build full crit because, I mean, you don't need to build super speed build. Just because with Jhin, you go Storm Razor and then you move 500 movement speed after every auto attack. It is pretty crazy. So Caitlyn Morgana, really strong bottom lane. Let's see how Hash round out their pick with the jungler.
I mean, like you said, the Nocturne is available. Gragas is flexible. I wouldn't think that either of those picks are a miss. And there's the Gragas.
Yeah, so we're gonna see Gragas jungle. Pretty solid draft. The method to the draft is not that great, but the result looks pretty solid.
It's all about the end, man. The end justifies the means.
And they're looking
Don't
for a
quote
mid
me on
laner
that.
here for Werepack. Kassadin's been hovered more than once now. Pretty strong champion after a lot of buffs, and there it
there's
is.
the pick. Although with Werepack's mic being broken, and if it is staying that way, you gotta wonder how well the team will coordinate without him being able to talk.
Yeah, and I think I see some sort of like 1v1, 1-3-1 composition from Spell at Chat. You've got Kassadin and you've got Yorick, both champions that push extremely hard. You have a really safe mid lane push champ with the Jhin, and Xin Xiao can kind of rotate between the lanes and gank whoever he wants.
So
But
Homerding says cycling champions like Werepack can play more than 3.
yeah, and if you can play, if Hash can group well, their composition will be quite successful. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, you can put the ball on Gragas, with the body slam forward, get the command shockwave. Really
Lots
strong
of peel.
combo.
Lots of peel.
But I guess that's the dichotomy between these two compositions. Like you said, Spell Chat has drafted what can be a very strong 1-3-1 composition, whereas Hash definitely doesn't have that kind of flexibility. You don't see like the likelihood of Darius and Orianna responding to both Yorick and Kassadin, right? Like,
Yeah,
especially
Yorick is gonna
considering how
just
strong Oriana's ultimate is.
yeah, and I'm surprised to see Ignite coming out from Werepack just because with Teleport you can more effectively split push. This will basically mean New York will have to be bottom lane the entire game after laning phase just so they don't steal Baron away. Um,
Well, and considering that, you know, there was a patch last week, and probably one of the bigger changes on that admittedly small patch was nerfing teleport. Maybe Werepack
yeah,
is making that decision to say, hey, I want to crush lane. I want to win really hard versus this Oriana. I'll take Ignite. I'll pressure her for kills. And if it does go to a split push game, I can probably try to solo kill anyone who tries to respond to me.
yeah, it is certainly true because unless Darius and Oriana get far ahead, the Yorick and the Kassadin should win their respective 1v1s going
Yeah,
later into the game.
I guess that's the tale of these two teams, though, right? Spell Chat, classically the stronger team, what everyone's going to assume is going to win, right? Whereas with Hash, you know, like they draft what is a solid composition for team fighting, and they want to win, like use that as their win objective or win condition.
Yeah, let's. Both teams have clear win conditions, and if they don't play to those conditions, then they probably won't win the game. The
Still think Euclid is
Oriana,
claiming DTS.
Morgana, double shielding. The Gragas will have a lot of sustain. Darius will have some healing if all the melees just run into the team. So it'll be quite hard for the Spell Chat comp to actually team fight without just completely like if they can't steamroll, and they're gonna have a harder time in team fights.
Yeah. But I'm really curious about how this top lane matchup will go. Darius versus Yorick. Like, if
Yeah.
Darius gets a bit of a lead, then he can just run away with it against the Yorick. Yorick can be really pressured against the Darius if he falls behind. So, you know, assuming that, like, let's assume that the Yorick doesn't get going early, then that 1-3-1 kind of falls apart because if Yorick can't deal with Darius, then Darius might become that old split pusher on his own.
Yeah, and I'm looking
The
at
composition from.
yeah, I'm looking at Upi.gg, and York is definitely considered to be a Darius counter. I feel like York probably just like walks up to him and just puts all of his skills up, and then blam.
Yeah. But what I would say is that Darius is someone that if he can get an early advantage, can just run away even if he is into a counter matchup.
Yeah.
And what I was going to say is, like, let's assume that Darius is able to eke out a lead, then he can become a split pushing threat on his own with that Triforce build. And even then, I wouldn't think the Triforce build would be totally amiss into this composition that Spell Chat put together, because you don't see anyone who's a clearly defined tank on the comp, other than Braum and Braum's low income, and not,
Yeah.
like, the best of tanks.
Any interesting skins here? Looks like everybody has a skin except for 100T Yangsu.
Yeah, reported. Well, we got the God King Darius.
Yeah, when you first pick Instalock Darius,
You gotta look good doing it, man.
you gotta let your balls hang.
Fresh Burger. Trying to flex on him a little. So, Puff Nasty using Victorious Morgana, clearly hoping that Hash is victorious at the end of this game. But, you know, the chat's opinion, or at least some of the people in chat's opinion, seems to be that Hash is just going to auto lose. But
It's
as you said,
possible.
T-Crank, this is a revamped roster for Hash, so let's see how it goes.
Yeah, and I want to see Hash coming out guns blazing. Jackie Chan 3, I think this is his first match with the team. I can actually double check that in a second. But
I mean,
we don't know much about this guy except he's D4, so he's a big upgrade over the Reaper X, who was sort of the crutch for the team. And if this guy shows up to be good, then Hash have a really, really strong team going towards the end of the season.
Oh, look at this. Hash 5 stacking running through the mid lane here. They're going to get spotted out by the Kassadin. Yeah. Hash, hello?
Interesting.
I see the Fresh Burger is doing the Brazilian dog dance.
He's dancing with the wolf. Gasp is on the enemy
Gasp?
territory right now.
Well, actually, it's not just Gasp, it's Reinhardt as well.
Yeah,
Jackie
it's
Chan and
interesting.
Fresh Burger walking right by him.
They're both gonna walk into him.
Gasp. I mean, audacious charges past Fresh Burger.
Top yard window.
It's pretty
Ah, I mean,
cheeky.
Look,
That'll hurt his clear a little bit, but he gets out alive and not having to use his flash, so he'll take that trade, even though he probably
really? Is
put
this
himself.
start E?
I don't think so, because like with what do you do with Zen? Like you get your 3 proc on your Q.
Yeah, but your E increases your attack speed.
Oh, you get passive attack speed from it.
Yeah,
Oh wait, what? That's
I'm not
nuts.
crazy. Yeah, he gets 40% attack speed for 5 seconds. It's not crazy.
All right, I used to play Zen before he had that, and
I think he's always had that T-rank.
that's nutty. He never had attack speed on his E. I'm pretty sure. Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
When a sniper posters.
I'm probably wrong, but why don't they put his attack speed on like his W or something, or like his Q?
Because his Q's already an auto reset.
It's true.
Fucking burn over.
Yeah, it was on his W. See, I knew it. It's on his
Oh,
W
was on his
now.
W? Okay. So it's on his E now.
Yeah.
But okay, I'll admit I was wrong. But I knew
Hey,
that his E had attack speed on it.
we're both wrong on some degree. But the Jhin lane is actually pushing into this Caitlyn Morgana, which is kind of interesting. I wonder.
Well, it might be because Puff Nasty started Q and not W.
I didn't get to see the early levels, but the Caitlyn Morgana lane should push that lane in.
I mean, I would say eyes on Werepack for now. Like, he has that Ignite, as DTS said. You know, you look for level 4,
Yeah.
level 5, and reliably get a kill at 500 health. There's a Dark Binding onto Yangsu.
He didn't
and
have traps,
Apprehend
so
onto Reinhardt into the Decimate.
ooh, big trades happening.
So yeah, like look at the amount of damage that Reinhardt just takes.
Oh, Xin Shao's coming from behind the mid lane.
Audacious charge for the slow. Like uses command protect. Doesn't look like forced to flash out.
Oh.
As the body slam flash comes through for the barrel, but Kassadin flashes forward, ignites, gets the kill.
Yeah, and Jackie Chan using his flash there, he knew that Xin Shao and Kassadin were there, but he went for the charge, only hit the Xin Shao. I don't actually know if Werepack flashed that body slam or not, but he flashed forward and used the ignite and was able to secure that kill. So Werepack getting first blood in this matchup is pretty important for him.
I'll watch this again.
Oh, what's up?
I'm watching right now.
Oh, okay.
No, Jackie Chan just flashed forward for the body slam. Werepack didn't even flash. He was completely safe.
Oh, okay.
He was actually behind the body slam, such as it was.
Oh, okay, so we just flashed forward after that, but here's Gasp top lane.
Gasp drinks Freshburger, gets the slow, gets the knock up onto him, but looks like Freshburger's just going to walk it out.
Yeah.
Forced to burn the flash, though.
Yeah, big trade onto Gasp there, making him walk away, but oh, here comes Jackie Chan. Oh.
Scares him off.
Yeah, forced him to flash there. Certainly would have died if he got hit by a body slam combo.
Flash for flash, I suppose. But, what I would be concerned about is Hash's mid laner. Hide on Blake now has no summoners, no defensive summoner from the barrier, no flash. While Gasp and Werepack don't have flash now, like, flash is on such a long cooldown. You're probably just going to look for a repeat gank when the cat's on for 6. And because Orianna doesn't have any escape tools.
Yeah, maybe even Kassadin could 1v1 him once he hits 6 at this point. Because Kassadin's trading potential, after they changed him slightly a while ago to give his Q a little shield, made his trading early game a little bit more bearable for him. He used to just be an atrociously horrible early game mid laner.
Yeah.
But it's still not great, but
Yeah, but it's doable into magic damage matchups.
Yeah.
Right? And
And
Orianna
once-
is that magic damage.
yeah,
carrier.
once you get ahead, it's just like Kassadin becomes oppressive, especially after these buffs where you get an extra AP ratio, 0.1 AP ratio on every ability almost.
I mean, I think on top of that, when you consider that Orianna like every single time she moves the ball, she gives another stack for force pulses on Cassidy.
Yeah, I think Hashslinging slashers are sort of playing their bottom lane matchup wrong. I feel like they should be pushing in.
Being more aggressive.
Yeah, they should be harassing them and pushing them in, because they shouldn't really let a Braum lane, you know, bully out Caitlyn Morgana.
Especially a Braum lane that's not going to proc the stacks very easily. Like,
Yeah,
concussive blows is really strong with AD carries, but Jin's not a super fast person to proc that.
Yeah, and Braum is, you know, he's silver. He's not going to be able to pressure the lane that effectively against a Morgana. If you push him in, he's going to really struggle hard. And, you know, his 4-shot mechanic doesn't really let him take minions out of the turret that effectively without using your abilities and spending a lot of your mana, which without Doran's shield, or without Doran's ring rather, you're not gonna have as good mana sustain.
Trade going on here. Reinhardt finds the E. Now here comes Gasp, looking for the audacious charge in. Freshberger wants to fight it out. He does have ultimate. He gets the heal off as he's trying to run away. He gets slowed down, but the wind becomes lightning. Now Warpack going in hits level 6, but he's out of mana. Pops the ignite. Looks like Hydon Blake's gonna stay alive.
Yeah, he has to just use his shield and walk away. Nice discipline to not use the barrier, but Freshberger having no teleport and dying to that gank really screws him over. He has no way to get back to that 3-stacked minion wave.
This might be first tower.
And they might take that first tower here and give this York a huge boost of gold. And you can see why this is
just gonna burn that tower down.
Yeah, and you can see why this is a good matchup for the York, because Darius will just get permanently slowed, and you just yep, and you just whack him over and over, and he really can't do a lot. Puff taking a 4-shot for no reason, but this is a good trade for them.
That is not what you wanted. Stand behind me right into the Caitlyn Yordle snap trap. Means that he dies to Puff Nasty's ignite.
And this is what you should be doing to the lowest rated player in the league. You should just be like punishing him super hard and exposing him. And nice flash binding.
Okay, sorry. But would you really call that a hard punish so much as like a colossal misplay by Yangsu there?
Oh yeah, well it's both, right?
Reason to stand behind me onto Astros.
Yeah, and it's definitely a factor of both of them.
Yeah.
And now Groot has a kill and an assist in the bottom lane, has a CS lead now. And this is Hash coming back in the game. Yeah. And they're basically ahead now. Sorry, they're basically ahead now after taking this Infernal Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, look at the gold differential. It's only 200 in the favor of Spellchat, and despite that, the fact that they have a tower lead.
Oof! Look at that trading power that Kassadin has right now with the components of that Rod of Ages.
Oh, actually, you see why though when you look at the farm differential between Darius and Yorick.
Whoa! How's that possible? How'd that happen?
Probably because Darius is able to push the wave.
Freshberger has to be super careful though. Freshberger is just about to get
He's already getting ganked by Gas.
Yeah. Around the turret, it feels bad, man.
Well, there is no turret.
Yeah.
Freshberger flashing out, but he's almost certainly dead here. There he goes. I mean, Freshberger looking not so fresh as this game goes on. See that Jackie Chan was looking for a gank in the bottom lane, but I don't really think anything's going to come of it. He does have ultimate though, staying around. Hide on Blake's. Well, wait, no, that's not silence anymore, but definitely forced to flash out as Warpack and Cassidy moves forward.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to lane against the Cassidy, who's got a kill on you as it turns out. And Orianna can't quite do as much damage to push him off. Reinhard von Musel, first match back. Yep, looking for Herald. Getting a lot of help in that winning matchup, allowing him to really pressure the map hard. Gonna solo the Rift Herald.
Gonna take a little bit for him to do that though. At least it should. Yeah.
Will Freshberger find him out?
Only above half health. I don't think Freshberger's gonna be doing that. He's just pushing the lane out. So yeah, that's just a free Herald for Yorick.
Yeah, Darius is going to have a really hard time actually getting those waves off of the tower and all those ghouls.
Yeah, I mean, imagine Maiden of the Mist plus Rift Herald plus Ghouls plus Wave. That's something that's pretty hard for Darius to clear out there. Puff Nasty finds the Dark Binding. Now rooted Youngster gets rooted up. Stand behind the cast onto his AD, but he still falls. But practically nothing. Another Dark Binding finds its way onto Asher, who just gets comboed to death. Here in the mid lane, more trading power, more of that Wereplay flexing his trading power. Command Shockwave for the kill under the tower, and he bounce back in even after using the Rift Walk to escape. Woo!
That was a dirty play from Jackie Chan.
Freshburger wants to just run rampant on Reinhardt here because now he's not getting ganked.
Yeah, that was a super big win for Hash all around.
Potentially looking for a dive here. Finds a Decimate, but he's taking too much damage from the Ghouls in the tower and the Maiden of the Mist.
He was 2 stacks away from the full stack on the bleed, so he would have been able to ulti with 2 more autos, but didn't quite get them. But Gragas and Orianna outplaying their opponents in the mid lane, and in the bottom lane, Little Groot getting 2 more kills now, and that's a huge bot lane advantage. This Caitlyn is massive. She's going to go back and she's going to purchase that Zeal components for her Zeal item, or just a Storm Razor. That's also a possibility. We didn't see him building that earlier.
What I'd like to reflect upon a little was Youngster there. He threw up the shield, the Unbreakable, on Braum to stop the binding, but all that really does is kind of make your hitbox larger and mean that you will get hit by the binding. But
yeah, it was like
in mid lane. Gas Audacious charges forward, looks good slow, looks for the knockup on Tide on Blake. Werepack gets the Q off, doesn't even need to Rift Walk for the kill. Yeah, so getting back to what I was talking about, Yangtze kind of made his hitbox larger there. He might have just missed it if it was a minion. Little Group potentially getting a little bit caught out here by the York, as Spell Chat looks to take the Scuttle on the Baron side of the map.
That was a really nice outplay by Gasp, knowing the limits of his champion perfectly, ulting to block some of the damage and then surviving just barely from the turret.
Yeah.
But I have an issue with Hashslinging Slasher's map rotations right now, but oh wow. Ooh. That was an ambitious flash, and forcing out Jin's flash. Good reaction from Asterisk there. But right now, if you're Little Groot, I think you just stay in mid lane. You don't want to really have to be with that York, because York is really strong.
There's the Rift Herald being popped by York in top lane.
And I think that Jin ult is just a stall. Try maybe stop recalls. But yeah, it's going to be hard to actually...
tower for Reinhardt.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to pressure that top lane with York being able to push pretty effectively and him doing so much damage. Like, Morgana's not going to do that much to peel. The ghouls make it hard to actually hit bindings on him. And he just moves so fast with the phage procs. So...
yeah. I mean, York definitely getting to where he wants to be, almost done with that Triforce. Looks like Darius Freshburger is looking to build Deadman's Blade and Black Lever, based on what he has in his inventory. But it's already it's already a little bit more difficult for Darius to deal with this York. Like, you already see the Ninja Tab done on the York. But it looks like it's Werepack who's dealing with Freshburger at the moment, as York is in mid lane.
There is a dragon up, and it looks like Reinhardt von Musel is going to roam down first. So they are going to make a 5-man play on this dragon. This is Hash opportunity to team fight.
Spell does not want to give this dragon up to Jackie Chan here. If they do, there's a double Infernal. And it ends up going over to Jackie Chan as he body slams into the pit, but he's probably going to fall for his troubles here. The kill goes over to Yangsu, however. That's not who you want the gold going on to. Double Infernal for this team.
Jackie Chan screaming worth in all chat. As
the body slam of destiny.
Yeah, and they have pretty good wave clear on the side of Hash. They might not actually lose the mid lane tower for this.
I mean, what that really does is, like, it kind of stalls. Ooh, Freshburger misses the apprehend very close.
Cassidy's looking for a flank.
Sitting on the side here.
Oh, he's going for the one shot.
Nasty.
He gets binded immediately.
Oh no, the man, Shadow's gonna hit both
Oh,
Werepack and Gaspin as the curtain call gets channeled by Jin. Does find the kill onto the Morgana, but man, is that a misplay from Werepack and Gasp if I haven't seen one.
yeah, the mid jungle duo of Spellchat just playing super aggressively, not really like, respecting the hash damage and the hash crowd control, and they get caught out in the mid lane. And
Yeah, I mean, I would say that Werepack didn't necessarily factor in that Morgana had a stopwatch. But even then, it's a bit ambitious to be that deep in enemy territory.
yeah,
without
Caitlyn
help.
getting 2 more kills. Really, just getting her super fed now. She has enough
And
gold.
wouldn't you know it, it's going to be a triple Infernal this game. You put triple Infernal Caitlyn, like triple Caitlyn Orianna, and you know what? Darius pops his passive. Like, that's a ridiculous amount of AD.
Yeah, imagine if Spellchat had 3 Infernals. Imagine how much damage they would be doing right now.
Like, yeah, like Infernals work so well on Jin.
It's amazing on Jin. As well as Darius too, because you get the Bloodwell, you pop 200 AD, but then you get 24% more of that.
Is it called Bloodwell?
Did I say Bloodwell?
Yeah, it's Hemorrhage.
Hemorrhage. Something with blood. It's whatever.
I mean, it's kind of, oh, I was gonna say,
It's a bloody passive.
Dark Binding finds its way out to Gasp.
Yeah, it's a
no,
chow.
it's kind of a joke on its own, because it's like Hemo Rage, or Hemo Rage in the case of Darius, because he's getting angry with all the blood. That kind of rage. Anyway. Ha ha ha.
But Ashes right now,
Jokes suck, okay.
Ashes right now is struggling to find his footing in this game. He's down 40 CS already, 45 CS. It's just forced right bottom lane though.
Well, they're forcing the flash from Freshburger.
I'm surprised he flashed that.
Like, yeah, because you see Jackie Chan right here on the flank. Like, I don't think you need to flash out. In fact, maybe you bait that out a little because your jungler does have ultimate and flash. Yeah, look at this mid lane tower just getting shredded down by the Caitlyn autos here.
Yeah, casting and wave clear is not quite there. But yeah, I think they just need to have Spellchat needs to just 1-3-1 as soon as possible, because if they let Hash creep on top of them,
go over to hide on Blake.
yeah, like why are you letting an
Still
Orianna?
channeling his TP to save it.
Why are you letting an Orianna push all the way up to a turret when you have a Yorick and an Orianna?
Ooh, Dark Binding finds its way onto the Jin there as he gets popped back by Jackie Chan's ultimate. Probably not what they wanted.
That actually stopped Jin from getting rooted by the trap, and that might have been the death of him if they just used the abilities in a different order. So maybe
Yeah,
it
trap
possibly
into
saved
the-
his life there.
He's close to cast.
But it's okay. I think Jackie Chan's doing alright this game. Gasp was getting all the ganks off, but Jackie Chan was doing a good job of counter ganking for his mid laner.
Yeah. So, with all that being said, it's actually about a 600 gold lead for Hash.
Yeah, and the farm is in the advantage of Hash in every single lane almost. Darius is pretty much even in farm. Orianna will have a little bit of a CS lead, and Caitlyn has a massive CS lead, basically farming 10 CS per minute, and he's been consistently doing this throughout the entire season so far.
Yeah, incredibly well played games from Bullet so far. Definitely following up with Puff Nasty's Dark Bindings.
Yeah, and Spellchat have not been doing what they are supposed to do with their comp, which is split the map really, really hard.
Yeah,
And,
and I think they can do it. You have a Yorick. Like, the Yorick is, what, 2-0 at the moment? Yeah, 2-0.
Yeah, he's strong.
Even on farm, he's strong. Like, he can probably 1v1 the Darius if he plays it out properly. He has Tabi. Darius doesn't even have any Tabi done. The most he has is a Dead Man's Plate, which is not, like, the best of items. So Freshburger is just standing here in the push. But, like I said, I would say this is overall favored over to Yorick as long as he has ultimate up. Astra is taking a huge amount of damage from the headshot.
Yep, you see that burst coming through, the full crit now on the Storm Razor with the rapid fire cannon headshot. It's going to do so much damage. Jin's wave clear is not going to be enough to stop this 1-3-1, but looking for an engage here.
See Orianna ends up getting that tower in top lane, like Hide on Blade probably wanted. Like,
Yep. pretty
What
underwhelming.
world are we living in that we see the
Whoa,
Oriana? Oh,
whoa, whoa.
man. 90 caliber net in the wrong direction. Means that Little Grid probably going to go down here to the Ignite of Werepack. Yeah, there it is. Gas, audacious charge forward. Now,
The cask.
breaks out the fight. Yangsu falls
Oh.
after the...
Oh, Dunk City!
really strong
Dunk City!
Dunks come through for Freshburger. His Hydon Blake charges forward with his own flash. Tries to drive off the remaining forces of Spellichat as Werepack running a bit for the hill.
Alright, Little Groot might be trolling, but
That
Hash,
was a bad 90 caliber net.
Hash still win the fight there. Darius gets 2 kills.
And now the third Infernal is up, and
Oh my goodness.
Spellichat don't have their jungler. And it looks like Werepack isn't going to contest for this. So that's going to be a triple Infernal Oriana, triple Infernal onto a Caitlyn, and with the Hemorrhage passive, Darius as well. That's ludicrous amounts of damage.
Yeah,
for
absolutely massive. And if Little Groot doesn't make that mistake anymore, he will 1v9.
I mean, maybe Little Groot wanted to give his team a taste of what it's like to 5v5.
He wanted to give his team some gold. But
Gimme.
yeah, speaking of giving gold, this Cassidy now is at a pretty strong breakpoint. Is that the Rod of Age is fully stacked. He has a lot of gold.
Jhin. Takes
Yeah.
him to about 55% health.
He can sell his he fully upgraded his Saris right now. So how close is he to upgrading that? Only at 300 mana, but he's still gonna get extra damage the more he keeps proccing those spells.
Mm-hmm. Burger? No.
Hydon Blake has done an amazing job of just randomly getting 200 CS.
Well, I was going to say he's found some good shockwaves this game. Like despite being 0, 3, and 7.
He's
Like,
level
that
14.
shockwave-
He's 2 levels up on a 4 and 2 Kassadin as a 0 and 3 Oriana.
Yeah, I mean it's just the CS differentials in the face.
And
Whoa,
2
Asterisk.
shot. He's dead.
No, he's dead.
He's
dead.
dead.
For red buff. My God.
3
straight-
shot.
Oh wait. Okay, I was gonna say straight solo kill, and it should be. With Puff Nasty coming in with a black shield for the assist.
Oh, hell yeah.
And this is gonna look to be a Baron start for Hash here.
Yeah, the only thing that a Spellcheck can do right now is just try and stop this with their lives. Kassadin and Gasp are gonna try and go in with
Well,
the
thing
Braum,
is,
but
Gasp has a 2-level lead. He could out.
oh yeah. So Spellchat looking to
for Hash to keep going here.
yeah, so good call from them to get back off the Baron. They might restart it again though and look for an engage, but they don't. Yeah, Puff Nasty, or sorry, Hydon Blake right now. The whole Hashslinging and Slashers team is just out macroing Spellchat. Like Spellchat's macro this game has not been good at all. Werepack,
I mean, if you would say that CS is a consideration of micro, then it's also a micro victory for both mid and bottom.
yeah, I agree. But like, I don't know how they let Oriana just like sit in a side lane and farm the wave without getting caught out by this Kassadin.
Now mid lane inner tower goes down. Freshburger finally finds the upper hand that he wanted to onto Reinhardt with Musil, but Reinhardt is just so tanky with his build right now. That Tabhai working really well for him. As all of Hash rather finds its way into this bottom lane, Spellchat unable to do a single thing. Triple Infernal doing work for Hash.
Sorry, I was just trolling in chat,
Oh, I see.
listening to the people speaking about 80 carry
80 carry in 2018. Lamau.
in 2018.
80 carries are
Caitlyn
underpowered.
Caitlyn getting 2 double kills bot is what it takes for her to 1v9.
Yeah, you know, like 2 double kills, triple infernal. Yeah. Like when your AD has all the resources in the world, your AD is gonna do damage. New concept, I know. And pause. Yangsu lagging apparently. Well, this is one heck of a game so far. Definitely not how anyone expected it to be. Council now. Oh dear, T-Crank. Oof. You know nothing, T-Crank.
XX caster god XX. I can barely speak English, by the way.
Wait, so there's someone in chat whose name is XX Caster God XX?
No. I can barely read, so I had the pictures better. Let's get it.
Well, pause is over, which means Yangsu is no longer lagging. But, I mean, Yangsu has definitely not performed super great. Just like that stand behind me into the morgue binding is just gonna stick in my head for a little bit.
A little rough. And here they're finally putting the Werpack against the Oriana, but he's already 2 levels down, so is it too late?
Warpack's just getting abused here.
Is it too late now for this Kassadin?
Well, if Kassadin can find the all-in, maybe Oriana goes down, but Ori does still have that barrier.
But like, Oriana should be pushing out this wave and then just grouping up, because as a 4-man, this team is unstoppable right now. This Caitlyn with triple Infernal and 2, there are 3 full items. The Affinity Edge has been completed, so like, if Oriana shields this guy, Caitlyn can just walk up and kill everybody. It's gonna be like almost impossible for Spell Chat to find that right engage onto Caitlyn. It's like the only CC you have is the Braum, but here comes top lane.
Ooh, Ross found his way on, but there's a solo kill for him.
Oh my god.
I'm like, anyway, and he ends up staying alive, gets the double kill in fact. Oh my goodness.
Hide on Blake, just popping off, getting his first 2 kills of the game in great fashion. And Spell and Chat are just in disarray right now. They really just struggling to actually make plays on the map. And that's going to be a Baron for Hash. Easy enough.
Asterisk looking for the kill with the steal with the Deadly Flourish.
And it seems like the Darius now is thriving in this matchup, able to push in this Yorick effectively.
Well, I mean, even being down, when you give Darius Baron and triple Infernal, Yorick is going to be moving pressure.
Yeah, and I mean, well, he was still like ahead. He still, I don't know like the power spikes of this matchup because it's pretty obscure, but
yeah,
I'm assuming Yorick should still like have the agency to push into Darius. Maybe I'm wrong. It's top lane
with
mains.
Baron buff, it's a bit hard for Yorick to do.
Now, yeah, now he has Baron
kill
buff,
his
so
opponents.
now he has Baron buff, and so that makes Yorick's push way weaker.
Freshberger gonna cleave down this chair.
Surrender!
Gets back. Wow. A surrender vote.
Wow.
That's shocking. I guess Spellachat decided that the game wasn't winnable. So, game 1 over, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. That was the fastest Baron to Nexus I've ever seen. Excellent macro play, flawless from Hash to end that game after picking up Baron. Spellchat didn't stand a chance. Mango single-handedly won Hash a game. Nice one.
Wow.
Who's Mango Bay the champ? That was a great comment, dude.
I am in mild disbelief, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, and Spellchat are known to have high-intensity players on their team. For example, Werpack and Gasp. And Astris and Reinhard von Musel, they both played on Oren Hub 2.0 last season. They were the Season 4 champions. and all of those players pretty intense personalities, and
I
maybe they're
mean,
not meshing quite well right now after getting behind in that game.
is mental boom? Question mark. Like
Yes.
you gotta wonder after being at the top of the standings for so long, how do you feel getting just, for lack of a better word, stomped by Hash?
Yeah. It was a solid looking early game plan for Spell Chat, pushing in top lane, killing this Darius, getting Yorick ahead, allowing him to push. He got Rift Herald, but then once the lane phase was over, like Spell Chat had no idea what to do, and Asterisk and
So
Yangsu inting bot did not help at all.
did you see the whole this thing that says at 2 can I show on stream, please?
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you actually show it on stream?
Not yet.
Grasp on Yorick in 2K18. Wait, what else does Yorick take?
I have no idea. That champion is so weird.
Like Conqueror maybe, but even then I don't think that's that strong. DTS, I mean, you called it. You were saying this game is over.
Yeah, once the Caitlyn got so far ahead, and Spell
Okay,
at
so you
Chat
do say
kind of
Conqueror. Thank you, Ash.
losing their brains a little bit there after the laning phase, made it hard for them to win
Conqueror
fights.
procs on your ghouls?
That's pretty gross.
That's
Not gonna
actually
lie.
insane.
That's pretty gross.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
absolutely disgusting.
they had a winning mid laner. They had Cassidy ahead. They had Yorick ahead. All they have to do is just 1-3-1. But they didn't do any of that.
Oh, I think we're waiting for you in the second game lobby.
Oh,
by
can
the
you hit
way.
me up with that invite?
Oh yeah, sure.
I don't want to use the wrong tournament code again.
T Crank with the club T Dunk. Anyway, I think you yourself told me you actually just found somebody in solo queue with that club tag.
Yeah, I literally was just playing a normal game by myself,
Oh, okay.
and this dude has the T-Dank clan tag, and I'm like, holy shit,
Yeah, I need
I
to
need
sub
this.
to that.
And I was like, bro, let me join your clan. He's like, all right, bet. And now I have the T-Dank clan tag. So now I'm T-Crank T-Dank. It's a pretty cool story.
So, just gonna say we're ready. As far as adjustments go, I'd say Spell Chat, please play out your comp. And Hash, maybe you get triple Infernal again.
Yeah, that would be quite nice, huh?
Because honestly, Spell Chat definitely kept Freshburger down in the early game. It's just that, and they put a lot of jungle pressure in the mid lane too. It's just like that combat power just, even though you lose it from ganking mid and top, gets recompensated when you just get 2 Infernal Drakes and then you get the 3rd Infernal Drake. And, even though you've been ganking mid and top for Spell Chat, you look bottom lane and Little Groot and Puff Nasty are just doing their thing, generating advantages.
Yeah, it's a really strong bot lane. Puff Nasty on the Morgana looking pretty stylish. Hitting those bindings. Pretty much destroying their bot lane. Like, Jhin became a non-factor in that game.
Yeah, and that was in spite of the fact that they were playing aggressively and they were pressuring the Caitlyn Morgana.
Yeah, in the early lane, I think Hash bot lane figured out, hey, we shouldn't let this Jhin push us in because we have the double range advantage. So why are we letting this Jhin and a Braum push us in? It made no sense. And so they finally started to actually push them in and look for fights once Caitlyn got the first back.
So, Hash, you gonna start the game? Yes, you are.
There we go.
So, do you think there's any adjustment bans here? Maybe you ban Caitlyn? Or Morg?
I think if you want to ban 80 carries, you have to ban both Caitlyn and Tristana because either way, you know, she's gonna with either of those champions, she's gonna have a hyperscaling champion, decent laning phase, as long as you're not playing a mage. Excuse me.
Bless you.
One more.
Bless you.
Okay, I'm good. But looks like they're gonna go for the Tristana ban first. I would be shocked if they didn't ban Caitlyn. They could potentially pick it away, but first picking Caitlyn's not a viable strat, really.
Blue is still being banned here, so I guess we'll see an adjustment if it reaches, or when it reaches this third ban here for Spell and Chat. Jungle Pool once again being targeted for Hash, and there's the Caitlyn adjustment ban.
Yeah, not surprised at all. I like how they're still going for the jungle pinch. I don't like how they're still banning Kaisa.
All this roasting in PHUB chat, I assume Hash won game 1. You would assume correctly, El Presidente.
El Presidente. Shark bait. He's the homie. But first pick gonna be the Morgana. I like that. I don't know how much he's played Morgana in the bot lane, 100T Yangsu, but I'm assuming he knows how to play it.
I mean, I know how to play Morgana in the bot lane. I'm Silver 2 also. I'm actually Yanks. Anyway, I'm kidding.
I play
No,
Morgana.
I still need to
I'm Silver
practice
2.
Morgana.
You guessed it right. My name is Yangsu.
There it is.
But solid first rotation from Hash. Orianna into the Trundle. Zoe was still open, so not opting into the Zoe this game.
You think Warpacker could play Zoe?
It's possible. But basically, I actually don't know if Warpack plays Zoe or not. He's mostly an assassin player. They're gonna go with the Xin once again. Nope, switching up to the Nocturne and picking Kassadin again, insta-locking that champion.
Warpack saying, "Look, man, last game was a mistake."
They're gonna go for that same matchup. Warpack saying, "Yo, I can play this shit. I messed up last game. I didn't use my advantage as well as I could have, but this game I'm gonna come back in strong and I'm gonna use this advantage I got and I'm gonna stomp kids with it." And Ezreal coming through for Little Groot. I like it a lot. It's a good mid-game spiking champion. Don't need to rely on hyperscaling. And if he's gonna put up numbers like he did in all of his other games, then Ezreal is a solid pick.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Can make your mark on the game a lot earlier than a Caitlyn will. And you don't even need the double kills. You just need to get 10 CS per minute. And in 20 minutes, you're going to have Triforce. You're going to have...
care about Morgana Black Shield.
Yeah, like you can just... You have a pretty easy way of dodging his bindings. You're not going to get pressured in lane super hard. He'll have to probably go... Yeah, they're going to ban out Lucian. I think that's a solid play.
Rom goes down too. Darius being the final ban from Hash.
Yeah, and Hash are going to save their top lane counter pick. Good idea. I think first picking the Darius, even though they won the game, not why they won. So they're going to go for a more safer strategy. Pick safe
laners. I already
laners.
know that the enemy supports Morgana. So
Banning
it's just
Aatrox is
really
pretty
easy
smart.
to quickly support here.
I'm surprised Aatrox got through so much. I think people are kind of ignoring that champion just because they assume it's going to get banned every game.
Well, not just
pretty
that.
good champion.
Aatrox did get some early game nerfs, but I don't think that they're like nearly that strong that Aatrox isn't good anymore.
Oh, Mundo.
Dr. Kundo.
So let's see. Yeah, we got to see what Reinhardt von Musel's going to pick into this lane. Darius is now banned, so it leaves open a good pick for Mundo. I know he plays GP, so that's a good matchup for him. However, I worry about the tankiness of the team. Mundo Trundle might just be able to run over your team.
Yeah. It's kind of hard, I think.
They're thinking
And
about
it
it.
will
And
be
whoa,
Draven.
Asterisk onto the
Whoa.
Draven. He's
That's
gonna.
a statement. This is a statement game champion.
He's gonna try and flex his muscles really hard on this guy.
But Draven doesn't need to flex his muscles. He just needs to flip his Fu Manchu.
Yeah, we're still waiting on that top lane counter pick into the Mundo. Jax is a really good late game option. If you build correctly, you literally just like one shot Mundo before he can heal. His DPS is just nuts. I can't stand Jax.
So it will be the Jax.
Yeah, and he's gonna go to the Triforce into some Bork, maybe even a Ginsu's. We saw it once earlier in the season. Fugnuggler had a very, let's say, on and off performance on that champion versus a Mundo. He giveth and taketh away that game.
Well, what I would say in response to that is,
I love this Tom Kench pick.
Yeah, especially if you have Tom Kench near the target, the Nocturne's gonna ult. Oof. But what I would say in regards to the Jax pick and the Mundo matchup is, is it important that Jax can definitely stop a lot of the damage from Mundo's sadism from that E? Yes. Or is it masochism? One of the other. Yeah, it's masochism. Sadism is his ultimate, I think.
Yeah, the only issue I see with this composition... did I cut you off? My bad.
No,
but basically...
Mundo's cleavers don't really care about Jax.
Yeah,
sure.
and the entire comp of Hashslinging Slashers has no hard crowd control. So if there is a way that Spell Check can get ahead, then it's going to be hard to actually stop this Casted from rolling over your team.
Are you telling me that Ice Pillar and Command Shockwave aren't good enough?
Hey, as much as I can't stand playing against Trundle Pillar, Cassidon doesn't really care that much.
No, you're right. I'm just being a facetious jerk.
Jax will just be able to run at the Orianna and kill her. Blake's gonna have to have some pretty good ultimates, and I expect him to take stopwatch. I expect him to expect a level 6 Nocturne gank mid.
Cassidon deflated, his mid overrated, team berated, Warpack is hated. Suicide contemplated.
Cassidon deflated, mid overrated, team berated. Oh god.
Oh,
Ohio. Spell it, chat. WERPAC. Warpack.
Garbage. Oh.
Oh. Caster Flame.
JK.
You're banned. Never casting again. Get out of here.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yes. No, it's okay. We had Gasp cast a game. We've had Mango cast multiple games. Wait, this chat is spamming like crazy, bro.
At DTS, you attempting to take me out is getting flattering. You're actually so cute. So your cheeks be. Oh my god.
It's classic.
This is Twitch chat at its finest.
Can I get a spell it chat in the chat? Can I get a Hashslinging Slashers in the chat?
No.
Damn.
Overheard and spell chat voice comes up.
Who do you guys think is going to win game 2?
No. The NBA meme. No.
The what meme?
Okay, look at chat.
One second.
It's a meme. It's a meme from r/NBA.
Oh, dude, I need to look at RNBA more. I heard it's like the greatest shit.
Oh no, it's like the greatest like copy pasta.
Dude, the Hashslinging Slashers name makes it so hard to put a title in this thing. It's so long. Let me put the box in the text box in here.
So Draven Morgana versus Ezreal Tom
Yeah, I
Kench.
did it.
Like if anyone gets caught by Dark Binding, like Tom Kench is just like, what Dark Binding?
Oh, he got me. That mid laner boomed me. Warpack added, he's so good. Now he then said he wanted to add Blake to the list of players he shows OP at G2 this summer. What? Looking for duo tonight who wants to play with Poppy. That's also a great one. It's a great P-Cup copy pasta.
Is that like talking about Nahor?
Yeah, Let's go look at the looking for group chat.
Wait, the what group chat?
Looking for group. It's right below general.
Oh, okay. No, it's because your mic cut out for a little bit.
Oh, oops.
Oh my god. What is this?
Good stuff, chat. Good stuff.
Well, here's the beginning of the game. Pool Party Mundo coming through for Fresh Burger.
Gaspielled. There you go. Alex gave a look of pleasant surprise. Astra spelt it. We got a squad now. And
Oh
before
my
Werepack
God,
hit the
please,
locker
no.
room door, ex-superstar Tom Mango hugged him and said, "Y'all look so different." Man, I feel like I'm missing out on some copy pastas by not subscribing to NBA.
Oh no, our NBA is great, man. I thoroughly approve. Werepack playing that Pool Party Mundo, or not Werepack. What do you call it? Fresh Burger. Fresh Burger. It's pretty late in Maryland. Don't think it's time for a pool party, but who knows?
It's too rainy. It hasn't stopped raining.
Yeah, the pool in my house is completely full. But as you can see, Hash, they 5-stack there, potentially looking to disrupt an invade. Don't get spotted out by any wards, though.
Gas gonna get that red start, typical bottom side leash, but Trundle's looking for the mirror, and is gonna start red buff.
Good spotted. No, he's on the very edge of vision of that ward there in the top lane push.
Actually, if you start, if both junglers start at red buff, is that a mirrored leash or is that like a reflection?
That's a really good question, and I would say it's probably a reflection.
I agree. I hear people say mirror a lot, and it should be a reflection. Doesn't matter. It's pointless rhetoric, but
Fresh Burger finding some of those infected cleavers, but they're actually infected ukuleles this game.
it should be noted that Mundo did get a nerf to his cleaver, so he's gonna have less sustain in the lane overall. He gets less healing back when he throws a cleaver.
Ooh, hard on Blake.
Trundle looking for an invade though. Yep, he's just gonna walk away. He's just gonna say, "Hey, bud."
He's just gonna walk it out,
Just
yeah.
says, "Hey, buddy," and walks away.
It's like,
This gives
I see that you're doing your move. Have a good day.
this should give a pretty good advantage to Gasp, but actually Trundle will come out ahead with one extra camp once he finishes his bot side.
He's already level 3. The Gap just at level 3.
Yeah, Gasp's going to avoid that ward and just go straight to Krugs. Pretty smart from him.
Ooh. Willigrew taking a Dark Binding, standing on top of the Tormented Soil there. Bit of damage going on to him. Asterisk. Find that spinning axe down.
Trundle and
Willigrew
Nocturne,
stealing.
they're looking at each other in the jungle again.
Yep. Just saying howdy. Oh! Smite goes down for Jackie Chan to secure his blue up.
Puff Nasty almost got cut out there. That was very, very close to him getting a flash force.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this Tom Kench is going to be a pretty important pick to preventing a snowball coming out from Spell Chat. Nocturne and Cassidon will be able to are going to just try and dive these carries effectively, and the Tom Kench is going to be able to eat the guy up and allow him to just soak up all the damage.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do believe that's what their composition wants to do.
Yeah, and if there is no like snowball coming out from Spell Chat, they're gonna have a hard time until late game dealing with this team comp. But I think late game, the Kassadin and the Jax are going to have a pretty good time if they can split the map. But it's all going to come down to splitting the map, which last game they showed that they could not do after getting a lead. So, but Little Grit is not on a hyper-scaling champion, so he's not going to scale as hard. Even though he'll spike harder in the mid-game, he's not going to have that, you know, late-game scariness that he will on Caitlyn or Tristana.
Freshberger pushing in Reinhardt here means that Reinhardt is going to be at a pretty significant CS deficit, already at full wave here.
Yeah, and this is going to be a pretty good back for Ezreal. He's going to go by that tier at 5 minutes. Already stacking it. Just going to allow him to get that 20-minute or so Mira mana. Super hard spike for him.
Yeah, so like things seem to be pretty quiet right now. Hash having an ever so slight gold lead as things get. Yeah, it's probably less than 100 even. As the laners return to both top and bottom lane. Dark Binding finds its way into Tough Nasty, but no real damage comes out of it.
Yeah. I don't see how much extra gold this Ezreal has gotten from Kleptomancy. I don't know if I can actually see that from the client.
No, you can't see it from
But
client.
darn, that's unfortunate. Would have liked to know how much he's gonna make.
Because interestingly enough, Freak wanted to see the same thing in
Oh.
LCS this week.
It's pretty funny. But top lane, there's a fight happening.
Ooh, Reinhardt taking a lot of damage.
Mundo's not even 5 yet.
He doesn't even care. Looks like it's going to be a solo kill for the Mundo here.
He has 6 user ultimate! Oh god, he almost just died.
Freshberger, walk it out.
Oh.
He walks it out.
Oh, big balls. Now he pops
You
the
know
ultimate.
what?
Okay, what?
You know what? Dr. Mundo's W might be called Burning Agony, but Freshberger has some ice in his veins because he stayed cool during that entire play.
But
God dang.
the play after he mid lane.
Oh,
Well, that was dirty.
Wolfpack getting caught out by the command Shockwave into the beatdown from Jackie Chan.
That was an interesting ultimate from Freshberger after the wave, or after he killed him. He could have probably.
Maybe because he didn't want it back, or he was scared of Jax.
Yeah, but right now Jax is in a position to just hold this wave.
Or he was scared of a Nocturne on.
Yeah, probably that. He definitely should have just recalled and let that wave push into him after that. So now he has to force his teleport out and make sure that Jax can't freeze this wave.
I mean, but Freshberger is pretty content with that. He has a pretty massive advantage against this Jax. Jax can't do anything against this Burning Agony destroying his wave.
Yeah, the Mundo nerf's really hurting this champion's success, Kappa. And meanwhile, it is a pretty good.
Mundo's no longer viable.
Mundo's unplayable. Said no one ever.
We're back looking for some damage onto Hide on Blake here.
This game's looking good for Hashslinging slashers. The mid lane matchup is going a lot better in the early game, and so is the top lane matchup. And bot lane matchup, they don't have to worry because they're just playing Ezreal into Draven. You just sit there and farm, and then outside of laning phase, Ezreal will be a good champion.
Yeah, Draven's like at a roughly full wave deficit against the Ezreal here. As Lilgert actually has
nice
ultimate
poke.
and Draven doesn't.
Jax just tries to trade with Mundo, but Mundo just throws a cleaver before he jumps on him, and then after he jumps on him. It's like, oh, that's a quarter of your HP.
Like, Jax might
Oh,
have
here comes
shield
Nocturne.
here. Ooh, there's the ultimate, but it's not good enough. Freshberger goes down to Reinhardt.
I don't know why Mundo.
Paranoia
What is
finally
what
going
is
through.
Mundo's secondary tree? Is there a way to figure that out too while you're in spectator or no?
Theoretically, he might have something that you can view.
Because I personally love Mundo with stopwatch. I think stopwatch on Mundo is like disgusting, and you should always take it. Pretty much every game.
No, I can't see anything that he might have.
Darn.
Well, there's the Ocean Drake for Hash. Not that juicy Infernal like it was last game, but hey, Ocean Drake good for sustain. Ezreal definitely a fan of that.
Yeah, it helps out Mundo a little bit. Helps out Orianna. I mean, it's the best dragon to have in laning
In
phase.
laning phase, yeah. more than any other dragon. Danger pain going on to the blue buff. The Hash is given over to the Oriana.
Every lane now in Hashslinging Slashers is getting an inch ahead right here.
Yeah, they're at about a roughly 1k gold lead just from their CS differentials. Little group, you know, just stand still. The Dark Binding doesn't land on them.
Yeah, just
Hash
shoving
is
in the
finding
lane.
A little bit of poke.
And Ezreal finding a good recall once again. He's going to be able to purchase that. I think, yeah, full mana mune. That's super good. Little Groot knows how to use his backtimers effectively.
Yeah, definitely.
Good player. When he came into the league, you know, ex-master player worth D4 points, you're thinking, hey, this guy's washed up. But looking at his performances for this whole season, you know, he's almost getting 10 CS like every single game. He's 1v9ing most of his games.
If I'm a cutie pie is D2, then I would say Little Groot performing better.
And yeah, this guy's the most efficient pointed player probably, just because a D4 player worth, you know, a master. It's pretty good. And he's certainly playing like he's high elo. But here comes the Nocturne.
Goes down to the Ezreal as he Arcane shifts and
Draven!
The Draven looks for the kill.
Oh.
And Ezreal is able to stay alive.
I didn't get to see that because of the directed camera, but I'm assuming he just dodged that last part of the Draven ult.
Well, let's see here. Oh no, it was the heal that saved Ezreal's life. The Draven ult did find its initial hit onto him.
I'm just surprised that no one's actually gotten stopwatch. No one took the stopwatch rune.
Yeah.
In this game, Ezreal
like, considering
going
the
for
fact
the
that
boots.
there's a Nocturne in this game and there's a Kassadin.
Yeah, Ezreal going for the boots instead.
Well, that's Rift Herald over to Hash this game.
Yeah.
Looks like they're really trying to push their advantages.
Yeah, they definitely should, because they have the advantage in every lane just about at this point. Nocturne is 2 levels up on the Trundle right now. Something to take a look at.
Take note of. Ooh.
Big trade on the Puff Nasty.
I mean, great health. He's going to sustain up a bit. Now, it looks like Freshburger might be having a little bit more of a tough time against Reinhardt and Musil here on the Jax. That pops the ulti.
I'm surprised he popped the ultimate there. Yeah.
Ooh.
Can you kill him right here?
Auto. Cleaver.
Wait.
Oh, goodbye, Jax. There's the flash.
Yeah, wow.
For the kill. Freshburger just doesn't care. He wants this win. He wants to say, look, man, everyone's been shitting on Hash in their power rankings. Everyone's talking about how bad Hash is. Well, I'm here to tell you, Hash is here to stay, baby.
Hash is looking for that playoff berth. They've got one more
that.
match to go after this one. And Yangsu's just taking every Ezreal Q and has to stopwatch the ult.
There's a paranoia going onto the Tom Kench. That's not who you wanted onto. Devours the Ezreal, but Tom Kench is barely able to stay alive.
Flashing forward for no reason. Both Yangsu and Astralis just flashing forward, not getting any extra damage off. They're trying real hard for this kill. Mid lane.
Here in the mid lane, Hide on Blake taking a huge amount of damage. Man.
Damn.
What a turn of events. Like,
yeah, another Nocturne ult going into the bot lane. He's on the Tom Kench. Can't quite finish off that kill.
once again, doesn't find it on the Israel.
And Freshburger now has the Sunfire Cave completed. Has got those boots from the passive. I'm surprised he took boots over stopwatch on Mundo. That just boggles my mind a little bit, not gonna lie. But
well, hey, I mean,
now he's just enormous. He has both components for the Spirit Visage. Has double resistances.
Werepack looking for the kill onto Hide on Blake, gets the combo down. But here comes Jackie Chan. Werepack forced to flash out from the pillar. of ice, but really it's a safety pillar because this is
Yeah.
possible Trundle. Man, Freshberger is just pushing down this top lane. There's so little that Reinhardt can do here. You see
Yeah.
the Rift Herald being popped in the mid lane now.
And Cassidy is just sitting in the river. Don't know what he's doing, but
another solo kill potentially for
yeah, I think he's
Freshberger.
gone. He's gone.
Oh,
nice.
That's a good jump over the wall.
That was a very smart decision from Reinhard von Musel to dash over the wall, because if he dashed anywhere in the lane, Mundo could still just chase him down. But
Yeah, that was his only out.
yeah, that's the only way he lives.
Oh, here's the Infernal Drake for Hash.
Name a more iconic duo: Hashslinging Slashers and Infernal Dragon.
Oh no! Gasp uses Paranoia to go in forward, tries to find the smite, but
They're letting him walk away.
Man with a plan gets it.
Okay, there he is. He has to have flash.
I mean, he does have flash. I don't know why he's.
Dude,
I don't
what
have any idea why he's playing with fire like that. Oh no! Hi on Blake.
That is
wasn't
the
even warded. That wasn't even warded.
Oh wow, you're right. That's just the essence of tilt, right there.
We're seeing another surrender.
Well, Blake probably saw him recalling before the fog faded away, and so we just assumed he was still there. And that's gonna give a lot of pressure up for Hash to be able to do the dragon right now.
Man, Hash is just dominating this series.
Yeah, and they're really outplaying Spell Chat at every level. Spell Chat looking really uncoordinated.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, as I recall, like last week, Spell Chat said they hadn't practiced together. They needed to get that practice down, and maybe they didn't find the time for it.
Yeah, and then it might just be jokes, but there's a lot of animosity between Gasp and Werepack often. Some of it's probably jokes, but
Sometimes there's a little bit of heat going on there.
but there's some real heat being thrown in this communication, most likely. Because after game one, there's a lot of tilt that was visible. You could very easily see that tilt.
Yeah.
Freshberger
Reinhardt.
looking for a game.
Freshberger a little far forward here. Paranoia goes down instantly onto the Dr. Mundo as he's forced to flee away. Looks like Freshberger's not going to be able to make it out of this, but here in the bottom lane, there's a lot of damage going on to Yangsu as he falls into the arcane shot, or to the mystic shot. Freshberger finally falls after Reinhardt von Musel flashes forward, but now it's Asher's going down in the bottom lane to the triple of the jungle, AD, and support.
Yeah, big plays, and it takes a lot of effort to kill Mundo, but they finally get the job done. But in the bot lane, both of them die.
Not worth it. You burn Paranoia, that just means the bottom lane is able to push this down.
They both die, and now it's a 5k gold lead. And Hash are setting their sights on playoffs. Looking for their third win of the season. Actually, probably their fourth. Let me double check that. Yeah, looking for their fourth win of the season. Albeit 2 of them were from forfeits. However...
Are you talking about Rabbit?
were they? No, actually, we're not. Let me see. Let me look at their schedule. Yeah, 2 of them were for forfeits.
So their second played out victory?
Yeah, so this is going to be their second victory, but their second in a row, mind you.
Well, there you go.
Oh, I lied again. I lied again. Not their second in a row. But, 2 out of the last 3. So they beat Desolate.
Yeah. But they're definitely making a statement with this series right here.
Absolutely. And this is Jackie Chan's first start. And it looks like he's just going to rush the Gargoyle Stoneplate. It's an interesting build coming from Trundle. Just rushing that item.
Well, I mean, Trundle, you're definitely not necessarily.
Whoa,
Oh,
little
Paranoia goes straight onto Hide on Blake here as he gets. Oh, no, not Hide on Blake here as he gets devoured by his support to stay alive.
Little Groot just getting bored.
Draven ulti.
Little Groot just got bored again, almost inted, using both of his summoners.
Look, would it really be a Hash game without Little Groot inting one kill?
At least one time, nah, it wouldn't. Good on Gasp there to look at the opportunity and try to seize that moment to get their team back in the game, but couldn't quite get that kill. Tom Kent showing up right in time.
So, yeah, Hash, pretty dominant lead. They've only given up 2 kills. There's no other objectives that have been given over. Not even a single tower, and all the towers are relatively healthy.
Yeah, like they have not been under any pressure at all in this game. Freshburger really absorbing everything right here.
Well, I mean, Mundo is just that sponge.
Big sponge.
Big purple sponge.
And looking like they're gonna send that Mundo into the bottom lane now. It doesn't matter if he doesn't have teleport. He's gonna
look at all this. Look at all this vision that Hash has. They have vision around Baron. They have vision around Dragon. They have vision into the top and bottom sides of the jungle.
Yeah, they've got it all going for them right now.
They have all the information they could possibly. Werepack going pretty far forward onto Freshburger, but with that change to Mundo's burning enemy, he just gets more MR and the damage he takes.
Yep. Pretty much an anti-magic damage champion.
He's just a pure tank. He's a hyper tank. As the next Ocean Drake is going to go over, seemingly going to go over, completely uncontested for Hash here. Jax finds his way up. There's Paranoia. Oh, instantly swallowed by.
Oh no!
It's not good enough as Little Groot goes down here. Gasp. Ooh, and Puff Nasty goes down. Doesn't even pop the Grey Health.
Puff Nasty making a big mistake, not flashing away. Little Groot coming out of that Nocturne ultimate, or out of the belly of the Tom Kench, still feared, and so he just instantly got killed immediately. And that's going to be 2 kills for the Jax, and that's a big play for Spell It Chat to get back in the game. They still have a long way to go, though.
Yep. Well, a bit of a lull in action. Hash is still up 5k gold. They have a double Ocean. The next Drake is going to be that 3rd Ocean. A lot of sustain, which means if they even take a bad fight but they're able to disengage, they're going to be able to just heal up really, really well.
Yeah, Tom Kench still has the flash, so next time Little Groot gets jumped on, he'll be able to get him out of the safety.
From Spell It Chat to just constantly try to pressure out Little Groot.
Yeah, and looking in the river, there's something going down, but not anymore. Werepack is on the side looking for something, but they don't have any towers, so it's really hard for Spell It Chat to actually pressure it. Yangsu.
Yangsu immediately deleted by the command shockwave and the Ezreal damage.
Yeah, overstaying right here. Yangsu going too far forward, not respecting that Orianna. Burst damage, 33 magic pen on this Ori.
Lane inner turret getting sieged down. There's no response from Spell It Chat. As they ping onto Gasp, who's been spotted out by a wolf.
Oh, Tom Kench ultimate. Oh, wait, they're leaving their Orianna alone.
Gasp slowed down. Gets smited down for another slow. There's the ultimate onto Little Groot, but it's not good enough as he gets a huge amount of damage now. There's the Draven whirling death.
It's a lot of damage. Missing. And they gotta get Little Groot this honey fruit. He has the Bilgewater Cutlass. He can sustain up, but here's Werepack.
Werepack looking for the insta-kill. There it is. Werepack is a little bit pinched by the pillar here as he gets out. But really vital for him to find that assassinate.
Yeah, that was crucial, and I don't think Hashslinging Slashers can finish the Baron anymore. Jax is going to be alone in the bottom lane. He's going to be able to take that turret for basically free and That's
Yeah,
a big
TP
opening.
just came up for Freshburger.
Big opening for Spell Chat right
Ooh,
there.
Freshburger now has his Warmogs. Warmogs plus double Ocean. That's a lot of healing.
It's pretty strong, I reckon. They are going to get their first tower of the game, and they're slowly going to crack the base and get some extra gold
minutes,
influx. 24 minutes, first tower, PogChamp. This Draven right now has only one item. He's sitting on 2,000 gold, most likely going to go for some sort of Zeal item. But comparing to this Ezreal right now, he has the Bork, has the Trinity Force, and the Mana Mune fully stacked. He's not even close to this level of power that Little Groot's on.
Yeah, I mean, Lilligard, even being at like a roughly 30 CS advantage, having those 3 kills and 1 assist is just so much more gold in his pockets. And Draven, you know, AD carry builds are just not that cheap. Like, you might have the, what do you call it, Bloodthirster right now, and I think he's looking for a Stormraiser next.
Yeah, it is. It's a really expensive build. Bloodthirster, you know, costs 200 gold less as of the marksman changes. But it's still a pretty expensive item. Here it goes again.
There's the paranoia onto the Ezreal as Buffnaxy just walks it out. Whirling Death comes through as well. Lilligard taken incredibly low.
This Ezreal needs a stopwatch.
So
It needs
I think
some
the deal
armor.
is that, you know, if even though they keep they're not able to kill Lilligard, if they can just pressure him away, that's effectively like killing him because they force him to back.
Yeah.
Means that Hash can't play aggressively.
Yeah, if your Ezreal is being forced to recall every minute and a half. Oh, here comes Ori.
Ooh,
Oh.
flash forward from the command shockwave, but it misses as Asher flashes away from the ball. But what you would notice right here is that Werepack, Asherus, and Gasp don't have flash, which means that if they want to, Hash could try to pressure for Baron, having 3 vital members lacking a flash.
Yeah, I think they should pressure Baron right here. They have the Mundo who can teleport in anytime. At this point, he can still 1v1 the Jax, but Jax is going to start scaling.
Baron call.
Yeah, Nocturne ulti will be up shortly. Kassadin.
Lilligard, he's standing a little bit far forward, but he looks for Werepack right there, forced the flash away as he returns to the Baron. Nocturne ult, as you said, is about to come back up. There it is, instantly cast.
Here he goes.
Goes onto the Ezreal, but it misses as the Devour comes through.
Oh, Ori dead.
Blake goes down instantly, but so does Yangsu. Gasp is forced to run away. Asterisk is going down. There it is. Gasp goes down, and so does Asterisk.
Werepack.
And Werepack finds the assassinate once again onto the Tom,
Oh.
onto the Ezreal. Kills the Tom Kens. Has a triple kill to his name. Freshburger looking for the kill onto Reinhardt on Musil, as Jackie Chan's trying to duel it out with the mid laner of Spell Chat. Really good on Werepack to turn that around.
You can see how effectively the backline of Hashslinging Slashers is killed off by Werepack in that fight. If they're not able to CC this Kassadin, he's going to be able to just run over the game.
Jackie Chan was looking for the consolation prize in that 3rd Ocean Drake.
Yeah, and that's going to give them a lot of extra sustain. They can basically just sit at Baron and force it. Mundo will never be able to... Mundo will always have like an extra Warmog's passive on him, basically. And Hashslinging Slashers need to be a little bit wary now because this game is going to start getting into the later stages quickly. And
yeah, as long as Werepack's consistently able to find that damage onto Lilligard, then the fights could be catastrophic.
Yeah, and this Jax
Hash.
has a Titanic Hydra, so there's going to be so much burst damage from these guys.
And when you consider that the primary damage archetype once Ezreal goes down is magic damage, you look at the boots being built on the side of Spell Chat. Jax, Merc Treads, Draven, Merc Treads.
2 brown
Kassadin.
bags.
Yeah.
But Little Groot still has no armor. I think it's kind of a mistake. Just any extra armor will
I think
really
he's
help
worried
out.
about Werepack. You see that he has the what do you call it?
Yeah, Hex Drinker.
Hex Drinker, right? Werepack getting a little bit caught out here, forced to rift drop away, but Puff
Yeah.
actually took a huge amount of damage.
And you can see the oh, here we go.
Oh,
Wonderful.
Tough nasty.
Well played.
Really, really good to swallow his teammate right there. But Werepack finds the flash forward, gets the kill anyway. Now Jackie Chan forced to run away, flash forward from Reinhardt von Musil for the stun. really, really bad at the turn of events as this game keeps going on. They keep finding Little Group, keep throwing that paranoia onto him. Hash is just not there to defend him. The Oriana ball needs to be there. Asterisk gets popped up by the shockwave, gets beaten down by Jackie Chan. Werepack finds his way forward, but he has to be a little bit careful. Hide on Blake as Yangsu pops the ultimate, looks for the shoal shackles onto the team. Now, unfortunately, the ultimate isn't able to pop. Now Werepack forced to run away, uses that rip walk, gets out.
He's out of mana.
He's running low on mana, but here comes Reinhardt to save his teammate.
Really clutch W from Werepack to get more mana.
Slows.
Here he goes. Still
Freshburger
going.
wants this kill. There's the stun. Oh, dodges the cleaver. But now this is the Baron call once again from Hash. You see the question mark pings through. Like, Hash needs to take this Baron.
Nocturne is up now. His ultimate is just about to come up.
But they have no vision on the pit.
Yeah, no vision of the pit. Ezreal's not hitting it yet though, so the damage is not that that fast.
Pretty good.
But it is going to be taken down by
As you
Hash.
can see, Ezreal's just using Mystic Shot over the wall. He doesn't even want to get spotted out by the Nocturne.
And yeah, Hashslinging Slash is securing the Baron is a huge point in the game for them.
Yeah, what they need to do is they need to break the base with this buff. But
They can
the
just
thing is,
yeah.
I just doubt that Werepack and Gas will allow that to happen. The moment they see Ezreal, they are going to jump straight onto him.
Yeah, still no armor. He has the Hex Drinker, so he can survive some Werepack damage. Werepack is strong.
Werepack getting caught out. He gets exhausted.
Kobe.
Ezreal all comes through. He dodges it through. Now there's the Abyssal Void from the Tom Kemp. Survives. Werepack gets
He's so
out.
mobile. His ultimate cooldown's at 1.2 seconds. This
Yeah,
guy is
as you can see,
scaled.
He's almost out of mana from it.
This guy is scaled so hard right now.
Like, if Werepack is using his ultimate defensively, that is not what he wants to do.
Yeah, and he wants to just use his ultimate to jump in, get some burst damage, and then jump back out. Because, you know, he's not at the death cap yet, but once he gets Void Staff, it's an even bigger spike. But Hash are looking for that siege. Here he goes.
Yep, there it is. Paranoia forward from Gas. Reinhardt's unuseful on the backline, but he's taken incredibly low. Yangsu really very, very low as he gets instantly popped. Asterisk on the front line, now forced to flash away. Freshburger just running forward, charging with his cleaver. Gas is taken really, really low. Now Little Group finds the kill onto Asterisk. Asterisk instantly disconnects.
Instantly.
As it looks like they are conceding the game.
Yeah.
There's no minion wave here.
Werepack is clearing the wave, which is really smart from him.
Yeah, but Freshburger and Jackie Chan and Puff Nasty, they're all tanks. They all want to just tank for this Ezreal to take down the tower. They have the time to do it. They have the tankiness to do it. It looks like this is going to be the series for Hashslinging Slashers as they pull off the upset to take down Spell Chat.
This is the biggest upset of the year. The undefeated Spell Chat getting taken down by the Hashslinging Slashers.
Nexus is already at half health.
And it's
Little
done.
Group, the auto's out. And there it is. Hashslinging Slashers take down Spell Chat.
Unbelievable. Never would have seen that coming in my life. But the team that Hash has built around them over the course of the whole season has been very impressive, and they certainly built towards this moment, and they deserve this win big time. Spell Chat suffering their first loss of the season.
Series.
They tried banning out 80 carries, but Little Groot on the Israel still putting up a quality performance. Another good laning phase from him, albeit he was playing versus the silver support, and you know, you have a pretty good time in lane versus that. Spell Chat tried to make some plays to get back in the game, but unfortunately, a couple mistakes at the end, and it allowed Spell Chat to just, or Hash to just run through the base and end it with that Baron buff.
Man, that is insane. Well,
Playing
T-Crank.
versus silver support, not with one.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Big
T-Crank,
oops.
who would you like to pull for the interview here? I think I know my
We should
answer.
bring in the original Hash Slinging Slashers member, Fresh Burger.
Okay, I got you. It's gonna be a UMBC meetup. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Gus Bus!
Hello.
It's Fresh Burger, ladies and gentlemen. Top laner, the victorious Hashslinging Slashers. Give him a round of applause.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
You pulled off the upset. You just created the biggest boom in the history of Prophecy Cup. How do you feel?
Second biggest, I think. I'm pretty sure we still destroyed resources much worse last season.
So what you're
But,
saying
it's
is
not bad.
Hashslinging Slashers gets to play upset all the time. Gotcha.
Yes, we are the team killers over here on Hash.
King Slayers.
Playing to end careers, boys.
UMBC represented right here. All three of us. Let's go.
Howdy.
Oh, true.
But yeah, so
But
what were you guys thinking after,
game one.
the first 20 minutes of game one where you have a losing top, losing mid, but Little Groot's doing his thing? What were you guys thinking?
Well, what we were thinking was that we knew our top and mid laners were still able to win their matchups, even though Gasp had tried his best to win the lanes for them. So we were still able to get pressure, and of course, Little Groot just won every fight that he was in, provided he
other
didn't
than
E
the
into the
one
other
where
team.
yeah.
Right, but we still won that fight, so that doesn't count. That's how it works.
Was there an explanation as to why he E'd into the entire team?
I'm sure there is one. I don't know exactly. He might have been like damage testing or something and didn't realize their entire team was there.
Oh.
The same way that the same way that he just used his ult on the enemy AD carry to take away half his HP bar.
Yeah.
Just
that
know,
was,
why not?
pretty shocking.
Getting a little bit of poke in.
Yeah,
Pretty solid.
Yeah, exactly.
So after you won the game one, you got a pretty solid game two draft. What was your game plan coming into game two?
Coming into game 2, I was pretty sure the only top laner I had to be scared of at all was Darius, so I just banned that out. Picked Mundo and knew that I would beat whatever he threw at me. For bot lane, once they banned out the 2 hyper carries that he had already played, we just decided to go with something a little bit safer, the Tom Kent Jezreel. Make sure he didn't get dope on. Well, not very successfully anyway.
Yeah, he got chunked out quite a few times. Would recommend Ninja Tabby, but that's okay.
I'll pass that on.
He just
Thank you.
wanted to go. He just wanted to get his items completed. Who needs boots?
Exactly.
Unfortunately, I have to get going like immediately. Something is
sounds
pulling
good,
me
man.
away. So
Alright.
I'll leave it to you, T-Crank.
Alright,
Freshburger,
I'm down.
congratulations on your massive upset.
Thank you.
Hope you and Hash ride it out really well.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and you guys, you got one more match, correct?
Yeah, we have one more match, and I think you happen to know who we're playing against. Could
I
you remember?
wonder. Twitch.tv/jbeezus, potentially?
I think that could be it.
Yeah,
So, what are you thinking after watching that series?
it's going to be a
Shaking
hype
any bets?
match. And he's not going to be. Little Groot's not going to lane versus silver support this time, so I think he'll have a bit of a rougher time.
True, he has to lane against the best support in the league, Sharkbait.
Yeah, the best support in the league, and a pretty decent AD carry. But
Yeah, I hear that guy's not too bad, as long as he doesn't, what's the ability called? Ezreal into
Arcane Shift, that was
Arcane
a misclick,
Shift, thank
and
you.
then it's a long story, but
Just a bunch of misclicks, you know?
yeah, you pause it when I E over the wall, and you wonder like, what's that? It's like, hey, you're wondering how I got in this situation, kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, big oops. But yeah, last match of the season, Hashslinging Slashers versus Twitch.tv/jbeezus. Winner might actually clinch playoffs of that match. So that's hype.
But have you guys not already?
Uh, actually, we might have. The winner probably takes 5th seed. The loser takes 6th seed. But that's
Okay.
to be determined. Still to update the schedule. So you guys are 4-4 now. It's your second
Yep,
win of the
that sounds right.
season. So that's
Yeah,
nice.
the second actual win.
Yeah.
That's all right. We were just getting our stuff together. I think we've got it now. We had to remember to put me back on tanks.
Yeah.
That was just terrible mistake.
Okay, actually,
Because,
I do have a question. Why are you guys first picking Darius?
like I said, I'm pretty sure it's the only top laner that he can actually play successfully, and it's something that I play as well. So we just took it as a takeaway pick.
Gotcha.
And his counter didn't really work out by itself. The only reason he ended up being ahead after lane was because I didn't play around the Xin ganks well enough.
Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, and then after he took the two towers top lane, we just got to funnel all that farm into Orianna while I was keeping him shoved under his inhib tower bot lane.
Yeah, and I think Spell Chat quite a
A
bad
volatile
game.
bunch.
Yeah, I don't know
I was
how
pretty surprised by that surrender vote, to be honest.
I don't know how Blake randomly got like 10 CS per minute when he was like 0 and 3, but
I
they
mean,
just
he
like
got to
didn't
take
pressure him at all.
he got to take 30 or 40 CS at a time from top lane.
Yeah,
They
that was
just
pretty
they just weren't
nuts.
controlling it at all.
Yeah. But I thought I'd interview you because you're the OG member of this squad, I believe.
Yeah, we
Correct me if
have
I'm
had
wrong.
a few roster changes since the beginning of the season. 1 out of 5 original starters.
IRL 2.0.
No.
But
It's not that bad.
you know how
See,
it
I
is.
only I went through one single change in each role instead of 3 or 4.
Yeah, I feel you. But all right, man. Ask your team when we can play, cause I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Don't worry.
All right. Anyways, catch you later, bro. I'll move you
Yep,
back
see ya.
down. That's gonna be it tonight. Tomorrow there should be a twitch.tv/jbezos versus Spell Chat. But if you take a look at the roster changes, someone left their team, so we'll see what happens there. All right, catch you guys potentially tomorrow. And, keep your eyes out for the last 2 weeks of the season.